Let me go through my plan one more time. Let's go through the plan and the major indicators, okay, as we do. Going forward in all of our videos, always at the end, I will always go through our updated plan, and I'll always go through, what trades I'm looking at. Of course, like the trades that are like low probability of actually triggering, like for example oil, I think that's a very low probability chance it's going to go up to 110 or 120, at least for this season. I do think oil will make new highs next year, but for this year I think it's a very low chance it gets to those levels. So every once in a while I might skip those. I might not go through those every day for the high noon highlights at the end, but definitely the ones that are nearer and closer to getting triggered, I'll definitely go over those on a daily basis, and I'll always go over my existing positions and the indicators that I'm looking at, okay? One trade that I have not told you about, so let's start with, trades that I'm looking forward to right now. I'm actually looking forward to XRT. Retail has taken such a beating right now. Walmart guided lower. They guided so low, and I think the reason why they're guiding this low is because for this upcoming quarter. I think what the CEO is trying to do is set a very low bar, so that he can beat it. Okay, and I think right now the expectation that retail is going to be weak I think is fully priced in. So I have all these risk off spreads. The spreads that I have all these puts and UVXY calls. So as a hedge for that, so it's a hedge for my hedge, so to speak, I may try to enter some call spreads. Actually, I already have an order existing right now. It just hasn't executed yet. It's for the September 65-68 call spread for September expiration. Okay, I'm trying to get in at 75 cents so that I have a 3-to-1 reward risk ratio. Okay, this is an existing order. As you can see, it says buy sell, so it hasn't triggered yet. If it was already if I already had a position, it would look different. It wouldn't say buy or sell. Actually, what would it say? I'm sorry, it would say POS for position. Okay, so that's what it would say. All right, so it hasn't triggered yet. Again, I'm looking for 75 cents on the 65-68 call vertical debit spread on XRT. Okay, I'm looking for that. Also, as a lotto, again, lotto, it means super small, expect it to go to zero, high risk. Okay, I might play the weekly put vertical spread. Tomorrow is the earnings after market, so I might get in tomorrow. Okay, so I'm looking for something at least 4-to-1, 5-to-1 reward to risk put vertical debit spread expiring in 2 days. Again, tomorrow I'll let you guys know which one I choose. But this one comes from the fact that Microsoft did so well. Their Azure grew so much over what intelligent cloud services grew. And I think they're taking market share from Amazon, and I think the market will realize that and sell this off after ER. Just a theory. I have no idea. It's going to be a small lotto. I'm willing to roll the dice and accept that risk for this, okay? So that's what I'm looking at. One of the trades that I entered was EWT with the strong earnings from chip companies. TSM moved up in sympathy, and so therefore I wanted to take advantage of shorting TSM, which I wanted to do, but also shorting something in China, Taiwan, because we're seeing weakness now coming back into the Australian dollar. So this kind of kills two birds with one stone. So instead of looking for TSM at that 89, I'm just going to go with EWT. EWT is the Taiwan ETF. And again, this is a short on TSM as well as a short on China, Taiwan because of weakness in Australian dollar. But I have the 49.40s that I got into today, the 49 put spread. 49.40 put spread, so I'm long the 49 put, short the 40 for the December expiration. I got in at $2.05. The potential max payout would be about $7. So it gives me a little bit better than 3-to-1 reward to risk, and I have until December for it. Okay. Existing positions, UVXY, I'm still in the same positions. The 14.24 call spread, long the 14, short the 24. Also the 15.20 call vertical debits, long the 15, short the 20. Okay. I'm still in FEZ. I'm still in the November put vertical debit spreads. Long the 32, short the 27. 32.27 put vertical debit spreads. Okay, I'm also in Dow Jones Industrial Average. I'm also in those put spreads for October. Long the 300, short the 290. So that's the 300 290 put vertical debit spread. All right. Also part of the plan too. This is kind of a small cap long as well as a Bitcoin long. I already have some HUT shares. I've already initiated the transfer from my long-term account to my spec account. So I think by tomorrow it should be here. But I've got a couple thousand shares. I want to make this into like a 10,000, 20,000 share position. And I will be looking to do that. I have an alert set at 165. I want something between 150 and 165. Yesterday it went to like 168, 169. MSC and I, we were thinking about chasing it, and maybe we should have. I hope we see it again, though. I think we might. I think we will. So I'm willing to be patient on that. But I'll buy some more shares on this. And I'm going to sell covered calls aggressively once I get to those. The IV is really good on this, so I think this will have a good good reward to risk ratio. And again, this one I'm getting into shares. Okay, they're so cheap, I'm going to get into shares. So that is my plan. Okay. Again, for the indices though, the plan hasn't changed for our buying. I'm going to keep buying shares at the lows, the 360. If we get to 360, I'm going to buy some shares. I'm going to start scaling into shares. I'm going to buy more at 342 and then start buying in the money 1 year calls under 340 on SPY. Okay, depending on where the dollar is. If the dollar is below the 18-day moving average, all right, and is in a downtrend, I'm going to buy 3 to 6 month put vertical spreads when the S&P 500 gets to about 4,300 or so, around here, okay? But if the dollar is above the 18-day moving average, then I'll start scaling into 3 to 6 month vertical put spreads on SPY at around 415, okay? So that's my plan on the indices, all right? So that's the indicators I'm looking at. The most important thing is the dollar, really. It is all about the dollar and the euro, and also take a look at our junk bonds advanced decline line and then the New York high-low line. Okay, so those are the 4 things I'm really looking at. Those are my trades, my indicators, my upcoming trades that I'm looking at. Boom. Checkmate trading, baby, all in 1 hour. All right. Any questions, comments, rude remarks? This is your time.